Peppa Pig. Merry Christmas, Peppa. It is Christmas Day. Peppa and her family are opening their presents. Peppa unwraps a toy car. George unwraps a toy aeroplane. Hooray! They cheer. Vroom! Daddy Pig reminds them to be careful when playing. But Peppa is too excited. She trips and bumps her arm. Ow! Peppa says she is very hurt. Thankfully, Mummy Pig knows just who to call. Dr. Brown Bear. Dr. Brown Bear is sitting at his desk. A bumped arm, you say? And on Christmas Day? I'll be right there, Dr. Brown Bear says. Dr. Brown Bear arrives at Peppa's house. Can you wiggle your fingers? He asks Peppa. Peppa can. That's very good, Dr. Brown Bear says. But just to be safe, we'll take a trip to the hospital. At the hospital, Dr. Brown Bear takes Peppa to see Miss Rabbit. Miss Rabbit is the nurse. Peppa looks around. She sees lots of Christmas decorations.
Ooh, Miss Rabbit, the hospital is all Christmassy,
Peppa says. Yes, Miss Rabbit replies.
Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Miss Rabbit takes a picture of Peppa's arm with the X-ray. An X-ray shows her the bones inside Peppa's body.
The X-ray shows your arm will be fine,
Miss Rabbit announces.
And for being brave, you get a sticker.
Hooray! Peppa cheers. Peppa loves stickers. Peppa walks out of Miss Rabbit's office. She sees a bed with Pedro Pony in it. Pedro Pony has bumped his leg. He has a sticker too, but Pedro looks sad.
I'm sad because Father Christmas hasn't come,
says Pedro Pony. Peppa is alarmed. That means Pedro hasn't gotten a Christmas present. Then Peppa and Pedro hear a voice in the hallway. Ho, 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 the voice says. It's Father Christmas. I'm here with Pedro's Christmas present, Father Christmas says.
Thank you, Father Christmas,
Pedro says.
I wonder what it is.
He unwraps the present. It is a toy boat. Pedro loves his present. Sorry I'm a bit late. I got stuck in a chimney, Father Christmas laughs. Thank you, Miss Rabbit, for looking after everyone at Christmas time. Peppa loves Christmas, even if it's at the hospital. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho. The end. Peppa Pig and the Lost Christmas List. It is almost Christmas, and Peppa Pig and her little brother George are mailing their letters to Santa. Peppa's friends are there too.
What are you asking for?
Asks Peppa.
I'd like a scooter,
says Susie.
I've asked Santa for a toy spaceship,
says Danny.
A toy mouse for me, please,
says Emily. Rebecca wants a trumpet. Zoe has asked Santa for a ball and paddle toy. And Candy is hoping for a jump rope. Pedro would like a guitar. The next day, Mommy and Daddy Pig, Peppa and George go to Miss Rabbit's farm to find the perfect Christmas tree. They look at little ones. Bigger, says Daddy Pig. They look at medium-sized ones. Bigger, says Daddy Pig. They look at the biggest tree at the farm. Perfect, says Daddy Pig. The tree is very big. Daddy Pig's car is quite small. No worries, I'll carry it home, he says. Peppa, George and Mummy Pig wait a very long time for Daddy Pig. Finally they see him coming slowly up the hill. Daddy Pig needs a rest. It's time to decorate. Mummy Pig puts the lights on first. Peppa adds the garland. George hangs some Christmas ornaments. Then Daddy Pig reaches way up high to put a star on the top. The tree is beautiful. Peppa sings a Christmas tree song.
Little star on the Christmas tree, twinkle, 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 twinkle. All the little piggies on Christmas Eve go oink, 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 oink. Daddy, asked Peppa, why does Santa come down the chimney? Why doesn't he just use the front door?
Good question, Peppa. If you see him, you should ask. But Santa won't come unless you're asleep. So up to bed you go.
George, let's stay awake all night and see Santa,
Peppa says. But George is fast asleep.
Well, I'm going to stay awake by myself.
Soon, Peppa is fast asleep too. Ho, 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 ho. It's windy up here. Santa checks his list and then squeezes down the chimney. It's a tight fit. Santa is surprised to see two little pigs.
It's me, Peppa. This is my little brother, George.
I am very pleased to meet you, says Santa.
Are those our presents?
Asked Peppa. They might be, but you'll have to wait until morning to find out.
Santa, how do you know what presents to give everyone?
Asked Peppa. Well, I have a list. It's right here. Oh, it was right here. Oh dear, what has happened to my list? I've lost it. How will I know who gets which presents?
I can help,
says Peppa.
Danny wants a toy spaceship. Emily wants a toy mouse. A scooter, please, for Susie. Rebecca would like a trumpet. Candy wants a jump rope. Zoe asked for a ball and paddle toy. And Pedro would like a guitar.
Thank you, Peppa Pig, says Santa. You remembered everything on the lost Christmas list. You've saved the day. I must hurry now. Santa looks up the chimney. I guess I'll have to squeeze up there again.
Why don't you use the front door?
Asked Peppa. By golly, what a good idea. On Christmas morning, Mummy Pig and Daddy Pig wake Peppa and George.
Daddy, Mummy, we saw Santa,
says Peppa.
And look, he left us presents.
George has a toy train. Peppa has a yo-yo. Peppa's friends arrive. They got presents they asked for too. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa loves Christmas. Peppa, George, Mommy and Daddy Pig are getting ready for Christmas.
I love decorating Christmas trees,
Cries Peppa. Peppa and Mummy Pig wrap up Christmas presents. Peppa uses lots of paper and ribbons,
I love wrapping Christmas presents,
says Peppa. Peppa and George help Granny Pig make their Christmas pudding. They stir the sticky mixture round and round,
I love cooking.
cries Peppa. At bedtime, Peppa and George leave out their stockings and a snack for Santa and his reindeer.
I love Christmas Eve,
whispers Peppa. On Christmas Day, Peppa and her family have a great big Christmas dinner.
I love everything about Christmas,
cries Peppa.
especially Christmas pudding.
The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa meets Father Christmas. It was almost Christmas. Peppa was wrapped up in her warm winter clothes and on her way to playgroup.
I can't wait for Christmas Day,
cried Peppa as she and George jumped up and down in the snow. Has everyone got their costumes for the Christmas play? Asked Madame Gazelle once everyone had arrived. Peppa and her friends all had parts to practice for the play.
Ho, ho, ho,
barked Danny Dog. Danny was Father Christmas.
I'm the Christmas fairy,
said Peppa, dancing around proudly.
I'm the Christmas nurse, said Susie, in case anybody gets ill.
The next day, Peppa, George, Mommy and Daddy Pig went to the supermarket to do some Christmas shopping.
Daddy, look,
whispered Peppa, pointing.
it's Father Christmas.
Why don't you go over and say hello? Said Daddy Pig.
Hello, Father Christmas,
said Peppa shyly.
it's me, Peppa.
Hello, Peppa, Father Christmas replied. Are you looking forward to Christmas?
Oh, yes, said Peppa. We're doing a Christmas play at playgroup. I'm the Christmas fairy and Danny is you.
How lovely, said Father Christmas.
I should be Father Christmas really,
said Peppa.
but Danny is good at ho-ho-hoing.
Ho, 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 laughed Father Christmas.
Will you come and see our play?
asked Peppa.
Please.
I am rather busy, Father Christmas replied, but I will do my best. At playgroup the next day, Peppa and her friends put up the Christmas tree.
I saw Father Christmas at the supermarket,
cried Peppa.
He's coming to see our play. I saw him at the garden centre and he didn't tell me that,
said Rebecca Rabbit.
I saw Father Christmas in the shopping centre,
said Molly Mole.
How can he be in so many places? Father Christmas moves very quickly, said Danny Dog. He gives presents to children all around the world in just one night. On his magic sleigh, added Zoe Zebra, putting the last decoration on the tree. The next morning, Peppa saw Father Christmas at the Christmas tree shop. Hello again, Father Christmas, cried Peppa. Are you still coming to our play?
Play? Asked Father Christmas.
Our Christmas play, said Peppa. You haven't forgotten.
Oh, yes, of course. I will do my best to come, replied Father Christmas. The day of the Christmas play arrived.
We can't start yet, whispered Peppa. Father Christmas isn't here.
But your parents are waiting, whispered Madame Gazelle. The show must go on. The snowflakes started the play with a song.
Snow, snow, it's what we like. Snow by day and snow by night. And when it falls, it turns things white. Snow, snow, snow.
I am the Christmas fairy,
said Peppa, jumping on stage.
And I am Father Christmas,
said Danny Dog, joining her.
Ha ha ha! Woof!
Ho ho ho! Wonderful, said a voice. It sounded just like
Father Christmas!
gasped the children.
You're here! You came to see our play after all, cried Peppa.
Of course I did, Peppa, said Father Christmas. It's very good.
Do you really go all around the world in one night?
asked Wendy Wolf. Yes, replied Father Christmas, with my magic sleigh and reindeer.
Please can we see your sleigh?
asked Pedro Pony. I'm sure Father Christmas is a bit too busy to show us his sleigh, said Madame Gazelle. It's true, I am very busy, but of course you can see my sleigh, said Father Christmas. Come outside, everyone. Father Christmas led the children, their families, and Madame Gazelle outside.
Wow!
Everyone gasped, seeing his golden sleigh sparkling in the snow.
It's beautiful, cried Peppa. What is it like to ride in?
Hop in and I'll show you, replied Father Christmas.
Woo!
cried the children as Father Christmas flew them across the sky. Ho 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 ho! laughed Father Christmas. Happy Christmas, everyone! Ho ho ho!
This is the best Christmas ever,
cheered Peppa.
Thank you, Father Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Ho 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 ho! The end. Peppa's Christmas Post. It was nearly Christmas Eve, and Peppa and George were feeling very Christmassy.
Let's post our letters to Santa,
said Peppa. Yippee! cheered George. Peppa, George, Mummy and Daddy Pig put on their boots and headed out into the snow to the post box. On the way home from the post box, Daddy Pig did his Christmas dance. Oh, it's a bit slippery, he cried, falling on his bottom with a bump. Oh, Daddy Pig, said Mummy. holding out her hand to help him up, but then she slipped over too. Mummy and Daddy Pig were covered in snow. Dr. Brown Bear came to see if they were okay. "You're going to be fine," he said. "But you both had a bit of a bump, so you must rest until Christmas Day." "Oh no," sighed Daddy Pig. Everybody went to stay at Granny and Grandpa Pig's house so Mummy and Daddy could stay in bed.
I know how we can cheer up Mummy and Daddy,
Peppa whispered to George.
"Let's get everything ready for Christmas ourselves."
So with a little help from Granny and Grandpa Pig, Peppa and George started making Christmas cards and advent calendars for everyone they knew. After Peppa and George posted everything they had made, it was time to make the Christmas pudding.
"Mummy and Daddy will love this,"
said Peppa, stirring the sticky mixture.
"That looks perfect, little ones,"
said Granny Pig.
"Let's steam it, and then I have something to show you."
Granny Pig found an envelope in a drawer and passed it to Peppa and George.
"Take a look inside,"
she said.
"Ooh," said Peppa. "Thank you, Granny."
Inside the envelope was a little book of festive treats. Peppa and George made all of the recipes inside it, and a lot of mess.
"Something smells delicious,"
said Grandpa Pig, his tummy rumbling.
"They're not for now, Grandpa,"
explained Peppa.
"They're for Christmas Day."
"I see," replied Grandpa Pig.
"Well then, I can't wait for Christmas Day." "What's in that great big box, Grandpa?"
asked Peppa.
"Christmas decorations,"
said Grandpa Pig.
"Hooray! Let's decorate the Christmas tree,"
cheered Peppa. Peppa and George covered the whole house with Grandpa Pig's decorations.
"Mummy and Daddy are going to be very surprised when they come downstairs on Christmas Day,"
said Peppa. Then she and George sat down with Granny Pig. They wanted to write an extra special letter to Santa. Peppa, George, Granny and Grandpa Pig put on their boots and headed out into the snow to post their special letter.
"I hope Santa gets it in time,"
said Peppa, lifting George up so he could post the letter.
"I am sure he will, Peppa,"
said Grandpa Pig.
"Come on, let's head back home."
That night, at the North Pole, Santa Claus received Peppa and George's special letter. "Ho, ho, ho," he laughed. "Christmas stickers, how lovely." Then he got out his pen and paper and wrote an extra special reply. The next morning was Christmas Eve, and there was a letter waiting for Peppa and George by the front door.
"Someone's written us a letter, George,"
said Peppa, jumping up and down.
"Santa!"
cheered George.
"Don't be silly, George," replied Peppa. "Santa doesn't write letters. He's too busy making toys."
Dear Peppa and George Pig, thank you so much for your letter and wonderful present. I have put your Christmas stickers all over my grotto. Of course I can deliver presents for your Mummy and Daddy. Make sure you go to bed nice and early on Christmas Eve, and there will be an extra special surprise for you both on Christmas Day. Love from Santa Claus.
At bedtime on Christmas Eve, Peppa and George were soon tucked up in their little bed at Granny and Grandpa's house. "We have to go to sleep early like Santa said in his letter," whispered Peppa. "I wonder what his surprise will be." "Santa," whispered George as he closed his eyes. Soon they were both fast asleep. "Mommy, Daddy!" cheers Peppa and George very early the next morning. "It's Christmas Day!"
What?
mumbled Daddy Pig, waking up. "It's Christmas Day!" repeated Peppa. "Dr. Brown Bear said you can get out of bed now. We have lots of surprises for you." But there was a surprise waiting for everyone in the living room. "Santa!" cried Peppa and George.
Santa!
cried Daddy Pig, doing his special Christmas dance very carefully, this time, and managing not to fall over.
Surprise, said Santa. I thought I'd pop in and see two little piggies who have been very helpful this Christmas.
"Hooray!" cheered Peppa and George. Santa gave presents to Mummy and Daddy Pig and to Granny and Grandpa Pig. Then he turned to Peppa and George and gave them the doll and the racing car they had asked for.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! He chuckled as he waved goodbye. Now remember to write your thank you letters. I love getting post.
That night, Peppa and George were back at home and tucked up in their own beds. "I love getting post too, Santa," whispered Peppa, looking at his letter on her bedroom wall. "Especially from you." The end. Peppa Pig, Peppa's Christmas Wish. It is Christmas Eve, and Peppa, George and their friends are aboard the Christmas elf train. They are on their way to Santa's grotto. Everyone is very excited.
Ho, ho, ho! chuckles Santa. I hope you've all been good.
He makes a list of what everyone would like for Christmas. George would like a racing car. Peppa would like a doll. Peppa and her family are spending Christmas with Granny and Grandpa Pig. Granny Pig has an important job for them. You can stir the Christmas pudding and don't forget to make a wish. It is great fun. Soon it is bedtime. I hope Santa knows where Granny and Grandpa live, whispers Peppa before she falls asleep. Of course, smiles Mummy Pig. He's been here lots of times before. It is lunchtime on Christmas Day. This Christmas pudding is delicious, snorts Mummy Pig. I wonder what you've wished for when you were stirring it, Peppa. It is time to open the presents. George has got a racing car. But there's nothing under the tree for Peppa. Santa has forgotten me, says Peppa sadly. Santa is on his way home in his sleigh.
when he spots something at the bottom of his sack. "Oh," gasped Santa, "there is one last present that he hasn't delivered yet." "Here's your present, Peppa," chuckles Santa, tumbling down the chimney. Peppa is very happy.
My Christmas pudding wish has come true, she giggles. I wish that Santa would visit us on Christmas Day, and he has. Hooray for Santa!
Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! The end. Peppa Pig, Peppa's Christmas. It is Christmas Eve. Peppa, George, and their friends are posting letters to Father Christmas.
I can't wait to see what Father Christmas brings us all,
cries Peppa. Everyone is very excited. That afternoon, Daddy Pig buys the biggest Christmas tree he can find.
Daddy, it won't fit in the car,
giggles Peppa. I'll just have to carry it home, grunts Daddy Pig. Daddy Pig carries the Christmas tree up and down the hill all the way home. The tree is heavy and it takes him a long time. Poor Daddy Pig, he is worn out. Daddy Pig finally makes it home. Let's decorate the tree, says Mummy Pig. Daddy Pig puts a shiny star at the very top. Ooh! Everyone gasps. The tree looks beautiful. Peppa and George leave a snack for Father Christmas by the fireplace. Time for bed now, smiles Daddy. Father Christmas won't come unless you are asleep. Peppa and George are tucked up in bed when they hear a loud thump. It's Father Christmas. He can't get down the chimney, so he goes down to the front door. Peppa and George race downstairs giggling. Hello, Peppa and George, cries Father Christmas. Merry Christmas. Now off to bed so I can deliver your presents. Hooray! It's Christmas morning. George gets a toy train and Peppa gets a yo-yo. But Peppa and George's favourite present was definitely meeting Father Christmas.
This is the best Christmas ever!
Cheers, Peppa. The end. Peppa Pig. Peppa's Night Before Christmas. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and Peppa couldn't sleep. She crept out of bed, said,
I'll just take a peep.
Then she went to her window. Could Santa be heard? She listened with care.
Oh, it's only a bird.
She went back to her bed and saw George was awake.
Look outside,
She pointed.
magical snowflakes.
George gazed at the snow.
Santa.
He called out.
Not yet, George,
Said Peppa.
but let's look about.
Then suddenly, bang! What could that have been? Had Santa crash landed, or was it a dream? Then more noises followed, like ouch, eek, and yelp. Come quickly, called Santa. Oh, please, I need help. Help. My sleigh lights are broken. I can't see a thing. I must give out presents. It's awful timing.
Oh, Santa,
Said Peppa.
what will light your sleigh? Might this magical unicorn help you find your way?
She's perfect, said Santa. Her horn will shine bright. She'll be back by morning before it gets light. He sprinkled the magic. And go, Santa said. Now, Peppa and George, you must soon go to bed. As they waved him goodbye, they heard Santa shout, Happy Christmas to you! Thanks for helping me out!
Oh, George, how amazing! But our secret don't tell.
After such an adventure, they slept very well. On Christmas Day morning, all were excited. The gifts were delivered, and the kids were delighted. As they opened their presents, Peppa, Daddy Pig said, Who's that with your unicorn there by the shed? Peppa winked at George in the twinkling light. They'd never forget their most magical night. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.